Chicago Bears had their second preseason game, and while we had a live post-game show, we're going to talk about some of our takeaways and some of the standouts in that game. We're going to get into all and more, but first, we got to play that intro.
Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. We got C-Dub over on this side. We got Bobby down there. What's going on? Myself, Haize, in the building. So, fellas, I want to talk about some of the takeaways. I want to talk some of the standouts, specific players. I'm going to take the first one here just because this is a guy that I was really impressed by and I have been waiting to see. To me, Ian Willer showed that he could very well make the final roster and make some noise for the Chicago Bears next season, my boy. I love the way that if you look at it, the way that he analyzed the pockets developing, he was very smart in allowing those pockets to develop for him so he can take off. The change of direction speed, once he gets his shoulders past that defensive line, he takes off. Nice big running back as well. Like, I like a lot of what I saw from Ian Willer, and since the Bears signed him, I've been really impressed to see what he could do once he gets the opportunity to have the ball in his hands, whether it was returning punts or kickoffs or whether it was them using him as a running back. He stood out a lot to me. Now, he has a lot more to show before I'm willing to say he can make the final 53-man roster, but I think that path, it may be developing. He may have just snatched the last angle that Velus Jones had to make this roster. That's how I feel. How you guys feeling?
I didn't see much of my man Ian Willer. I'm gonna leave that to the guys down there.
Oh, I love what Ian Willer was able to do. I believe in those just a few rushes that he had. He was able to go out there and have an impact. And that's why when me and C-Dub was talking offline, I'm like, bro, I got to see more of this young guy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This guy 5 carries, 43 yards, 8.6 yards a carry. That ain't nothing to sneeze at. You know what I'm saying? Did have a long run of over 20 plus yards, so you got to give him that. And you look at it for what it is. Hey, I'm just saying, if you're going to see how he look in the backfield, go ahead and see how his return skills is too. Because the guy, he got some juice, man. And he not a little guy. Because you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get that twitchy, fast guy. He lack a little weight. You know what I'm saying? Maybe on the shorter side. Shout out to my people that's vertically challenged. But nonetheless.
This man, bro.
Hey, I got to shout out my people that's short, gang. It ain't our fault. God chose us to be this way. So this how we got
almost 6 feet, 5'11" for a running back is nice positional size.
It is.
And again, in no way am I saying that he's better than Khalil Herbert. But before anybody gets to typing and being in their feelings, I'm not saying that. Before a guy in Khalil Herbert that it seems all signs are pointing to he's not going to be on the team regardless next year. If the Bears do have it in the back of their minds, they're going to trade Khalil Herbert at some point this season. Ian Willer as a third running back, somebody who can be used in the pass game and the run game, he may be willing to step in as that third. It's not like you need a star at your third running back. He may be willing to step in that for this guy.
That's a fact.
I'm gonna agree there right with you because that was what I was seeing. Like, to me, he's a better running back than Travis Homer, so that negates him. And to me, he's even he got better vision than Khalil. Not saying that Khalil, like you said, I don't know if Khalil's gonna 100% get vetoed out of his spot, but I like what I've seen. Like, he played bigger than what he is. He's not small. You know what you say, 5'11", 205 out of Howard. Like, that's not small running back, but the way he plays, he has some thumper up in him. Mm-hmm. So like when I thought of that, I'm like, okay, we all know Rojo has the tendency of getting himself hurt. He's a good replacement in case Rojo goes down, in case Travers go down. Yeah, Velus don't have a fucking chance against him. I'm just saying. He don't have a chance. Like, he's a superior running back.
Velus doesn't have a chance at all. Yeah. No,
he's a way better player.
Damn.
And that's why I said I know a lot of people, like, don't get me wrong, if Velus was to be a running back, he'd have really good positional size too. But it's not all about speed, it's about how you use it. Like, some people look at speed and they think, oh, this guy's fast. That means that he's faster with pads on. Some people aren't faster, even though they're faster without pads. They may measure better at the draft combine. They're not that fast when they get on the football field with pads, not because they can't do the speed, but because of the way that you have to do anticipation. You don't just get the ball and just take off running in the NFL, right? You got to wait for that lane to develop, and how you time using that speed is just as important as having it. To me, Ian Willer showed a lot more than Velus Jones already in the running game.
That's why I got to see more. And my man's Velus Jones dropped a QB toss, a halfback toss. The easiest catch you can catch in your career.
bro.
What
And that's
about
why the people that look at Velus and they say, "Oh, he could be the Cordell Patterson for us." It's like, yeah, if you're talking about if you're just making the blanket of, well, he doesn't have a position, he's really fast, he can theoretically catch and run the ball. Yeah, that's great in theory, but how many next Michael Jordans that we saw that sucked in the NBA? Like, not everybody. Just skill set is different from caliber. There's a lot of people that have the skill set of maybe being able to be a multi-positional player. But if you smart, I mean, if you stupid as fuck, that all the skill don't matter. I'm sorry. Velus Jones is not a high IQ football player. Period. There's nothing that he does that I've seen from him to show me he isn't. He's a Kardashian when it comes to football IQ. I'm sorry.
And that's why it's becoming more of, for lack of a better word, more of a realization about Velus Jones, is because time and time again we keep saying, all right, Velus, come on, you all right back. He pick up 20 yards. Then he go drop a damn fumble. Or then he can't bring in the kickoff the correct way. And in the past, what has he shown you? He can cost you a game.
Yes.
He's already done it in his career. He cost you some games. I know we don't like to place it just on one specific play. But he was a contributor to one of the reasons we lost in certain games, i.e., I believe last year or the year prior, the drop punt against Washington, when literally all you got to do is catch the ball, give it to your quarterback to see if he can go down the field and win the game. You never got that opportunity.
The New York game too.
Exactly. You never gave your offense the opportunity to try to win the game. And this, in the preseason, is still there. Chicago Bears, don't make the same mistakes that you've been making for the last few years. That's all of us.
That's what I say. Yeah. Donate him to the UCFL. Please, because donate them. You don't need a trade. You don't need a code. Donate it, because it's not even fair for them to allow him to go sign a contract for Velus Jones. I feel like out of all four of us, I've been the most lenient with Velus. I haven't really said much. I'm just you're terrible. It's not even that you're just terrible. You showed me yesterday that you don't work hard. You're not improving on the things you're gonna. We've been trying to teach you how to catch a punt for 3 damn years, and yesterday I seen you try to go high point a goddamn punt,
bro. What is your problem?
And that's part of this thing too. Like, this is your third training camp. We shouldn't be talking about this shit in your third training camp in the NFL. Ian Willer is 22 years old. He is 5 years younger than Velus Jones. 5 of them. I'm sorry. It's time. It's time.
I can't defend you no more. You have given us nothing to defend. You're showing us that you're not working on your craft because you can't catch. How you can't catch a punt? That's all we need you to do. We can't even use you as a gadget play. Therefore, if we can't use it as a gadget play, you're just robbing us. You're just taking money.
Hasn't returned a punt or kickoff yet in preseason. They try to use him at running back. That shit didn't work out. Like, you can't catch a fucking HB toss, my boy. Like, come on, man.
A crack toss to the right, and it came off his fingertips. I don't care if the play didn't count and it was a flag. You can't catch a toss?
Did he score a touchdown before he dropped the toss or dropped that punt? See, the thing with Velus, I think he just want to prove everybody wrong, and that's the way he tried to catch that punt. Like,
I can understand that, but this is the same shit we've been seeing from him for 3 years.
I know.
Just like you said about Dominique Robinson. How many more opportunities does he get from us, bro?
I agree 100%. I just think he gets in his own way.
At least Robinson's shown he can learn, and he's actually working to do something. We see a change in his physique. We see him get stronger. We're seeing him work on different pass rush moves. All we're seeing from him is you didn't get that damn jug machine like you're supposed to, because
he didn't get that. He didn't get that for sure. He didn't get that jug machine. I ain't trying.
You didn't. Like, you at this point, you don't want to work on your flaws, and your flaws is the main reason why you're not on the field. Therefore, it's gonna be the main reason why you're not in this league no more. Take your 27-year-old ass and learn how to fucking drive some trucks or some shit, because this ain't it.
It's real talk, though.
This has become a roast session of Velus Jones Jr. Listen, I'm gonna honestly say this. I'm starting to get to the place of Velus that I was with Kendall Verdore, and I don't like being in this place.
Facts.
I don't like being in this place. I'm literally if he the last preseason game, we're gonna have the Velus Jones challenge. Can you make a play? You got more opportunities than Kendall. The punt return, kick return, passing, catching, running ball. Can you make a fucking play for us, bro?
How you suck at gunner?
You seen him
We
at a
see
gunner?
Colin Johnson 6'6" ass go out there tackle him the first play of the game. He can't even be a gunner. You're pointless. You're a pointless football player at that point. You just are. I'm not. It's not even a roast session. This is just full blown fact. The tapes is there.
Yeah,
you're not good.
I was about to make one of my patented comparisons, but we too early into the podcast for the comparison I was going to make. So I'm believing.
Bro said y'all got 2 more minutes.
I'll wait till about the 15-minute mark. But I know we spent the most time on my standout and transitioning into Velus. Man, who stood out for you guys in yesterday's game?
Austin Booker. Austin Booker was tremendous. 2.5 sacks, I think he had, maybe 3. I think he had constant pressure on the quarterback. He displayed a lot of attacking moves. He showed some spins. He showed the bull rush. Too. I like the kid, and he's a very important piece to this Chicago Bears defensive line. If we can get him right, I am very intrigued what I seen from Austin Booker yesterday.
Man, it was a couple reps. He went up against a Pro Bowl tackle and moved him with one hand.
Your little ass out of here.
73.
I'm very, very proud of this young fella, and I really, really hope that he continues, his ascension on to the right direction. But I gotta show him a lot of love and say that I love absolutely just about everything he did out there. And a lot of his sacks came off second efforts. If he gives up on a play, he don't get the stat. So that's what I'm really, really liking. Me and Steve-O, we was on the live. We talked about the motor. You ain't got to watch too much film to say that the motor is there, bro.
It's real.
What chance do y'all think that we have of Austin Booker earning the starting position because the first game he didn't get the numbers, but if you go back and look at the tape, he played extremely well even in that first game. Yep. This game, not only did he pass the eye test, he passed the stats test for my stat sheet watchers as well. 2.5 sacks, 2 tackles for a loss, 3 QB hits, 5 total tackles. What more could you want from him? We haven't really seen a lot of DeMarcus Walker. As far as Dominique Robinson, he's about to pass him up with this game damn near for sure. Yeah. Do you think that there's a path for Booker being the starting defensive edge by the start of the season?
I would have to say yes. You got to like what you're seeing if you were a coach on the Chicago Bears, if you specifically Eric Washington, correct? Is that so you got to like what you see from this kid. So he has a very good chance. I would say he'd be the leader if he keep performing in this fashion throughout the rest of the preseason, because we do got a couple more games left, and you can fall off. I don't think he does because of the motor that you guys telling me that he has, that he falls off. If he continues this consistent play, there's no doubt he'll be the starter for the Chicago Bears.
I don't know if he's going to be the starter game 1. I think that's probably a mid-season change because I still feel like Walker is still good enough. I did see towards the end of the season when they put him next to Sweat, he did work. And I don't know. See, that's my own thing. Like when it comes to Austin, you don't necessarily have to do that because we seen last year he was on the other side and he was doing what he had to do. Even if he got stunted, he went around and he kept going. He kept fighting. So I think if they're going to give him the chance, I say probably in between week 5 to week 10.
For sure. And I think there is an absolute pathway for him because I was going to come out and say, and I do believe this, that DeMarcus Walker might be best fit inside. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe that's where he thrived most at when he was down there in Tennessee, and we seen him thriving inside with the Chicago Bears. So me personally, this coaching staff has shown that they don't give a damn what your experience level is, as long as you can get the job done. So I would say the pathway is there. And I say, hey, I'd rather find out sooner than later if I'm the Chicago Bears.
And I gotta say this. They already been playing good too.
That was
I don't talk about him.
It's a couple people in the D line. Not even D line, defense. Period.
Listen, we had 8 sacks last night. Keep in mind, the Chicago Bears last year, it took us 4 games to get to 8 sacks as a defensive line last year. 3 or 4. Wow. It's 3 or 4.
3.
I'm not saying I get it. It's preseason, very different, but I'm just saying that with the depth that we have, we don't have. We got Montez Sweat, who's the anchor for sure. We think Javon Dexter. We'll talk about him here in a second, but like. If the depth of this defensive line and how you can keep rotating people out to take advantage of whoever has the mismatch or is hot that night ends up paying off for this Bears team, that could be big time, man.
That's what I'm saying. And I think the biggest thing that we've seen from the defensive line is from Hall of Fame game to yesterday's game is that these guys are getting coached up and they watching film. A lot of the times in the Hall of Fame game, Booker was out of position. 52, Kareem was out of position. Guys were just out of position, especially on the edges. They tightened that shit up.
They tightened it all the way up. Yes.
Tightened it all the way up. And then you could throw so many looks. Like I see somebody in the I think Willie said, I'm not Willie. Michael said like it's so many things you can do because you could give so many looks. Like you can bring Austin off the bench, and because he's so much faster, that's gonna be completely different look if Walker is out there, and even with Daniel's pure power, but he's deceptive when it comes to his quickness. So even as we know Flusers like to rotate the D line at some point. I'm way more confident now with the depth piece that we got on this team now. Because last year I was like, all right, don't you dare take Sweat off. Now I can see a team where he can't take him off a certain place.
Fresh.
And Eric Washington also talked about using Jack Sanborn on that defensive line sometimes, and I'm just like, what the fuck would that look like?
Why not use that's the next why not use Noah Sewell?
Listen, something has to be happening with Noah Sewell.
Yeah.
And I don't want to I haven't seen it, I haven't read it anywhere. But to me, the excitement that they had of Noah Sewell when they drafted him, Brian Poles talked glowingly about him. We just don't see him.
Like, I haven't seen it. I forgot how he look. What he look like?
Roman Reigns.
He do look like Roman Reigns. But I like last time I checked, like he had a little bit of an injury in camp. I think it was a knee. And even last year he was dealing with some injuries. And I think his main thing, I think Austin kind of blinded them because in the same way of what they expected Noah to be, that's what Austin was. That's what he was in Kansas. And I think the problem between him and Noah is more heavy. I think Noah's pushing 165, and they didn't necessarily want to put him. They want to put him on the line, but at the same time,
165?
265.
No, I was about to say, Jesus Christ, bro. Like,
I did say what
they make a Samoan at 165. Man. That's Timu Samoans, bro. That don't count.
That's an oxymoron.
But like they want to put him on the line, but the main problem is he don't have no moves. Austin got every fucking move, and he quicker and he's more slim. So and the injuries is not as much as Noah. So I think that's the main reason why we're not seeing Noah. And Noah really a linebacker. I mean, a linebacker. So it's like he don't really have a place.
You know what? I don't like Sanborn specifically trying to line up on. I hope they talking about blitzing.
I think he means like into show blitz. I don't think they can't mean permanently. Like it's a show blitz situation.
It better be a bluff. That's all I know.
And listen, if you put him on the same side as Montez Sweat, if you have him coming from that side,
everybody got an advantage on that side. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but like he not quick enough. Somebody go see his way. I
think he's quick enough coming around that corner on some. I'm not saying like
no. I'm about to say if he's coming through the A gap, I'm with you. Come around that corner, hell, not quick enough. Okay. Coming through the gap, I do it, but nah, not around.
I can see what you mean. Shooting through that A gap for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Bobby, did you get to do your?
I was going to say the offensive line. Ladies and gentlemen, Friday night we dropped the mailbag episode. We heard it early on.
Oh my God, y'all!
And all the concern about the offensive line. I just proposed that everybody wait and see.
Yes.
Right now we got a good showing, so we can relax a little bit. But I got to show love to the offensive line. Yeah, they did well. I'm hoping that they can continue this. so we can really, really feel confident about this offensive line. That's not to say that there's still no concern, because there still is, with injuries and stuff. But I'm happy that the offensive line was out there, and Shane Waldron also put an emphasis on making sure that Caleb Williams was good with extra protection if needed and all that stuff. So I'm gonna show love to the offensive line.
No, Shannon, don't come show us no love. No, Shannon's family. First of all, Shannon is family. He's been here since the beginning. But why was you in the Tape Never Lies post game show instead of showing us love? Why was you over there cooning with the white people, my boy? Like, what's going on here, Shannon? Yeah, I don't like that. I was hurt by that. I was personally hurt by that. I was like, Shannon, the black
Shannon,
is this what we
dabbling
doing?
in the mayonnaise? You dabbling in the mayonnaise, Shannon?
I see how it is. I see how it is.
Shannon,
I see how it is. I was disappointed by that, man. It could be anybody else.
I bet not see you at no Juneteenth shit.
Get your goof ass.
No, all love to Shannon, man. I just gotta throw some fun. Go ahead, Bobby. Finish your point.
Oh, I was just gonna say, hey, Shannon, don't even worry about it. It's all jokes, man. But I was just man, offensive line, they've been performing well these last 2 games with all the concerns that we've been having. Hopefully, this eases the mind a little bit, but we still keep the pressure on this off. We still gonna keep the pressure on, because they gotta perform when the game start to count. That's what it really comes down to. Preseason, we like what we seeing, but it don't matter because they 2-0 right now. But you got to start that regular season.
How did they give up? Did they give up any sacks the last 2 games?
No. Oh yeah, Tyson.
Oh yeah.
But then again, Tyson can only throw to the flat, so it's probably his fault.
Bro, I got such a problem with Tyson, bro.
Listen,
like,
I saw an article that said, "Oh, the QB2 controversy is over. Tyson Bagent won," and I looked at that.
Won what?
Hey, Austin played his ass off yesterday.
Because I'm like, see, this is what y'all Bagent baddies want so bad for your great white hope to be great, and it's just like, listen, I ain't got nothing against Tyson Bagent. This is about results. I don't care what it is. It's about results.
He not pushing the ball.
Tyson Bagent ain't showing me shit to say he 100% should be the QB2. He is not. Everybody is showing a little bit of something. In the first game, it was Brett Ripon that stood out.
Yeah,
Austin Reed to me looked just as good as anything Tyson Bagent did yesterday. So I can't. Again, there's no. In fairness, there's no separation right now. But for anybody to call this QB2 race already for Bagent, you just being a Bagent baddie. I need you to get your life together, please.
Especially when both Ripon and Austin is playing well.
Yeah.
Like, especially we seen more of an Austin Reed yesterday, and he showed a lot of poise. He showed that he was able to push the ball down the field. He also shown that he knows the offense as well. The only thing Bagent has shown me that he probably should be on tour with Nirvana as the drummer. That's the only thing.
Hey, look, that was the good point, Steve. He don't push the ball up the field, man. At all, bro. How many yards per pass? Remember that? Give me them stats you gave me earlier.
Give me them
stats.
He averaged 6 yards a pass.
Well, how many yards did the other 2 guys average?
At least 12.
Come on,
Austin Reed averaged 12.5 yesterday.
Come on, bro. I think you gotta go into the offseason knowing that was one of your weaknesses. You wasn't pushing the ball up the field, and he looks like the same exact quarterback from last year, bro.
And the problem that I always had with the Tyson Bagent people were the people that like were calling for like Tyson Bagent to start over Justin Fields, and really they did that. They had the same fucking limitations, bro. Neither one of them went downfield enough at all. Right now, Tyson Bagent was super poised as a rookie. You got to give him as an undrafted rookie to be as poised as what he is. You have to give him that credit. But if we're talking about somebody who understands the system, at least for me right now, the only quarterback potentially that's shown the understanding and grasp of the system is Brett Ripon to me, or Ripon, however you're supposed to say it. Other than that, Austin Reed and Tyson Bagent are like neck and neck to me. Like,
I'm leaning with Austin. I'm not lying to you.
So he fighting for the third string.
I think right now everybody's still fighting for. I think that Brett probably has the edge right now on it.
Yeah,
but I think they're all still technically fighting for it. So
yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I think Brett was the second string when he got signed. It just makes sense. You want the guy in the same headphone piece with a rookie quarterback. You want the guy that know the offense, got 6 years of experience, and then proceeded when we see him on the field, put up numbers, 2 touchdowns with Collins, and Austin came in, showed that he know how to run the ball, read the defense and everything. I'm sorry, like I have no problem with Page, but if we gonna throw to the flats all day, you're not the number one. You're not the number 2. You're just not.
Can't be, bro.
I'm with you.
Can't.
Can't argue with that one.
We was tallying the motherfuckers. They was going
1, 2, 3. And then he did have that one play.
It was wide open.
It was a broken play, so I don't count it.
Ain't no way.
Right on point. A lot of the Bajan love came from the field tape. That's exactly.
Shout out to Book.
Yeah. Book are one of the OGs here as well. You know we love Book.
Hey, can we talk about these backup? These secondary was balling.
They was who? They were balling.
What did I say coming into the game? I was disappointed by the secondary in that first game, and I was like, I just expect better from them because the expectation I have of the secondary. Look, listen, the 2 things I was worried about both looked at me and said, hey, shut the fuck up. The offensive line and the backup safeties both looked at me and said, hey, Haize, we heard you were worried. Sit your red bearded ass down. We got you. And yeah, the backup safeties, the secondary looked really good yesterday.
They got some Ready over there.
They got some
Ready had 4 tackles. Josh Blackwell had 3 tackles. Who another DB?
Jalen Jones.
Jalen Jones had 3 tackles as well. And then the backup linebacker core good too. A-Man was out there balling. We got
Micah Baskerville. Make sure you mention him with the pick 6.
Baskerville with the pick 6 and sack. He had a pick 6 and a sack. So, hey, y'all did your homework when it came to the depth piece, and I think that was the main scary part about last year. Was like if one of our front starters go down, we was like, I don't know. Especially on defense now, I'm way more confident, even more confident in our defensive everything right now.
And it comes to the defensive backfield, it attests to how good our starters are. Because steel sharp as steel. So if you got to step up to the party, you're going to have to be good enough. So these guys are really good because our leading guys are good. Marifa, you so crazy.
Shout out. I forgot about that. Marifa aside, hey, he pulled up like, hey, shawty, hey, do you know who the fuck I is? Because we got some things in here. Shout out to Marifa aside. Listen, this you get football analysis, you get jokes, people making love connections in the comments. Like, you just out here making shit happen, my boy. Like
that's my boy, Marifa aside. Boy.
Hey, Jay Capone, if Reddy your cousin, cut his ass now because the history down the line. Let me shut up.
Oh my god.
Hey man,
yeah, you ignorant.
Jay, don't let him talk about your cousin like that, Jay.
Moving right along with that. Overall, though, let's talk about this. No, we talked about the defense. Really happy with I think this defense is going to be a dog defensive unit this year. This really feels like we're about to have a Chicago Bears defense back. Like it's different when the Chicago Bears defense is rocking and rolling. But the offense, man, how we felt about Shane Waldron's play calling, what we can tell from keep in mind. We've probably seen less than a third of the playbook so far in this preseason. How you guys feeling about Shane Waldron's offense to the 2 preseason?
One, it's a disclaimer to all of those who are not Chicago Bears fans. We just got through dealing with Lou Getsy, okay? But Shane Waldron is fantastic. I love the mix of the play calling. There's nothing that you can predict. It seemed like we can predict most of the plays last year. This was great. We got plays downfield to stretch the defense. Great run calls to keep the offense on schedule. We always seem to be in a short yardage on 3rd down. I just love what I seen from Shane Waldron yesterday. It was great.
Shane is everything I hoped he would be. That's like out of two games, it's only probably like 2 plays I didn't like. And it, like if we was talking about Lou Getsy, it was gonna be down there every drive we didn't like. But Shane Waldron sets this thing up, and I'm looking at this the way that the Bears are operating. It's gonna seem like they're gonna want to punch some mugs in the mouth for once on offense. He's coming out, he's running the ball, he's picking up those short yardage, getting those short yardage gains, but then also keeping the defense guessing when it's 2nd and 3rd, or 3rd and 1, or 3rd and 2, and making it a manageable a lot more easier situation for his offense. And what he's been able to do, he's running things one way, coming back on the other side, but setting up the screen coming his way. Like even the pass for Swift, nobody really expected that screen to come at that moment. You know what I'm saying? It was the setup until that moment, and then boom, amazing pass with a great catch, 42 yards. And now he's one of those guys to where I believe that he knows what he has on his team. He's gonna play to these guys' strengths.
Oh my God,
should be good to go. We should be good to go.
19 first downs, 19, and we didn't even have a good conversion percentage on third downs. If you're talking about us being, we went 3 for 9. If you talk about us being a little bit better, like, hey man,
it's 56 to 6. What would have been? What the fuck?
Hey, Patty. First of all, we grown ass men. We don't wear snapbacks. These are fitteds. First of all, I wear a fitted.
Snappy.
I got one snapback, and it's a good reason. NBA Finals, Bulls.
The only one that has no hairline is C-Dub, and that's because he's bald. Like that's by choice. Like it's not. I'm not even saying that it's shade. Like,
I wear snapbacks. Don't be trying to come on here roasting.
And that's why
you wear
your ass bald head. That's why your ass bald head.
I'm talking to Patty. I've been bald headed before I start wearing. This is on purpose, like Drip said.
I bet it expedited that process.
It did not expedite the process, Steve.
I just started wearing hats when I started podcasting. Not gonna lie. So
no, I could wear hats.
Do you order kids? No, you got a full grown man ass head. You just short.
If I could, I would.
Hey, listen.
Hey,
the same exact style or $15 cheaper. If I could order the kids' hair, you absolutely.
Bro, I'm tired of paying $50 for every fucking hat.
You feel me? Come on now. If I could, I would. Shout out to my young bull, Haize. Young Haize.
Lil Haize, superstar.
That's literally Lil Haize. Y'all have no idea. That's literally Lil Haize.
I don't know. But he got they all triplets. So
now, listen.
I mean the personality.
Okay. Hey, Pat stopped by the crib and he literally saw my daughter. He was like, "Do any of your kids not look like you?" I was like, "No, bro."
Y'all look like they fired y'all, bro. For real.
But I don't even remember what the fuck we talking about now. He completely threw off my
offense. The offense.
Oh yeah. I think I should have remembered that as I presented that topic. But yeah, man, like the offense just looks really good, man. I know that we're going from Getsy to competent offensive coordinator, but it's really more than that. Like I said, when you look up at how they set up plays, we didn't set up a goddamn thing last year. It was screen, and hope for God blessed us on the third down. Like,
oh yeah.
And so go ahead.
I was just about to say, because somebody did say Luke wasn't the problem. Go watch that fucking Vegas game yesterday, and it was 2 back-to-back screens. It was fucking.
We called it on the
line. But like you said, I think the most important thing
serious right now,
bro, is ridiculous. But the most important thing you said was setting up plays. As a coach, that especially as an offense coordinator, that's your number one job. That's the most thing. I wasn't looking at yardage. I wasn't looking at touchdowns this game. I was just looking at every play call that he calls. Does it make sense? And are you setting it up for something later on? That first run play set it up for the next first down that we got when it was 2nd and 3. It made sense. Every play made sense. The only thing that I had a problem with was that 4th or that 3rd and 1, and it wasn't the play call, it was the personnel. But Rojo did play. So then again, I can't even give him that much thing. So at the end of the day, I like the play calling. You can show that he makes sense. He has an attitude about himself. So we're gonna play some physical ball. So I like it.
And I also want to throw in like the personnel matters too. Like we're supremely talented on the offensive side, and it starts with that young quarterback who I would say that was a floor. What we just seen yesterday. That was the floor.
I got to see more before I understand what you're saying with that. I'm just being pessimistic because I got excited last season. I'm trying not to get myself overly excited.
I feel you. That's respectable.
But I did see what I saw from Caleb Williams yesterday.
That's
I just got
Yeah.
if he does that similar thing for a full game in the first, I'll let my excitement go crazy at that point. I'm just tempering my expectations right now because I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. The command of the pocket and overall execution on that offensive side, bro. I'm just looking at it and it's like, hey man,
talk to me. Come on
we
now.
may got us one.
Like I'm not trying to be too excited. That's why I told myself I'm not getting his jersey to the second contract. I'm not doing it.
On the real.
Hey, I feel you, bro.
I'm not doing it.
You done been through some shit.
That's a
You done been
fact.
through some shit because like the closest I got to getting somebody's jersey was Darnell Mooney. After that, that's his first or second season. I'm glad I didn't do that shit because it was all down in the toilet after
Real.
that.
Where's old Darnell now? What
He's
team
in
is he?
KC. Oh,
Atlanta.
Darnell's about to put up numbers this year. Darnell Mooney's about to put up
in
numbers.
Atlanta.
Is it Atlanta? Why I think it was
Yeah,
KC?
it's in Atlanta.
It's Atlanta.
Because it was
Trying to think
close.
about
He was
Hollywood
close to
Brown.
It
going
was
to
close to
KC.
KC. Okay.
And then they end up getting Buddy, Hollywood Brown. And prayers up to him because he had a nasty injury yesterday.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. He is on Atlanta. So
Go ahead.
I still think Darnell gonna put it. All you got to do is get to a competent offensive coordinator. They're gonna use him right.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I just like what Shane Waldron is doing. Like even on that big third down, the 3rd and 12 play to DJ Moore, he threw in the little wrinkle. It's just simple shit that Luke Getsy could have done. He had both of his running backs that was gonna run out for routes, chip the edges, buy my quarterback a little bit more time. It was.
But I talked about that on that one video. Like that's literally something that Shane Waldron incorporates into his offensive scheme that adds a little. Like it's in. That's the thing. That's the key word.
Detail.
Intentional. No, intentionality.
Okay.
Shane Waldron is a very intentional play caller. Everything that he does has an intention. Luke Getsy was just hoping for some shit, bro.
Yeah.
If we run it right, if we run it right, it's gonna work. No, that's bullshit. I know
that's
that's
fucked up. That's fucked
but
up. If you hoping out there and you the coach, that's
Bro,
fucked up.
But you can hear in what he used to say. If you hear, it's a difference between like even if you look at basketball, the way Eric and Pop talk, they don't say if you run it right, it's gonna work. No, we gonna run this because such and such and such. With Shane, we're gonna run this because even at Hard Knocks, he came to him when he threw that pick. You know they was in man, right? That's why we called that play, but you looked at the wrong wide receiver and you made that pass. It's intentional. So yeah, like you can't just be out there and just be like, well, I drew it up right because if we in this formation, it's gonna work. Like a lot of things go wrong and a lot of things don't go right in one play. So you have to think, you have to be intentional and think about everything that could possibly happen. So yeah, intentional is a very good word for how he calls plays.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, and I think too, we want to see the best possible from this year from the offense, and the reason why is that if the weapons, everything ends up settling out, we don't have to worry about any of that. That gives Ryan Poles no excuses not to spend heavy money on the offensive line at that point.
Absolutely.
And like you, whatever the offense, like it was better, of course, than I was expecting, but regardless, it's not great yet. And so if you can build this offensive line, whatever it takes through development, whatever, to get a great offensive line with the weapons that we have, at that point, that's where it starts becoming not just about can we get into the postseason. That's where it comes to y'all better start winning in the postseason.
That's a
I'm
fact.
trying to tell y'all, he ain't spending no money on no line. He drafted him.
That was that too, or whatever capital. I should say spend capital. There you go.
Yeah.
Whether it's
That-
money
that-
or
Whatever the fuck. Get they ass in here, Steve. Whatever.
No, the reason I said that is because I've been telling people like even then, like when everybody was like, we need to go get Connor Williams. I'm like, bro, if you're an offensive lineman right now and you're available, you're trash. They don't let good offensive linemen have contracts all the time. There's very rare you're going to get a good O-line. You got to draft them. That's why I was like, that's the position you have to hit on with the draft. That's why I'm so glad he got Darnell Mooney because I know down the stretch we're gonna pay him. They're gonna think of
Darnell Wright,
and we're gonna go get him. Darnell Wright, my fault.
Okay.
The good player.
Yeah.
The good part.
No. Listen, that's Steve-O long lost brother, bro. You know you got to be
bro.
We're gonna reunite y'all, gang.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Hey.
Hey, yo, bring to the slide, bro. Tell him
Tell him
slide
send
to
him
CBC.
I need an interview. Hey, Brody, I need an interview. and who your mama?
We need to talk to Big Steve. Where he at?
They been ducking his shit for the last couple
You see, he ain't been in the chat the last few
He been
days.
ducking his shit.
That's hilarious, man. That's funny. Any last thoughts, fellas, before we get up out of here, man?
I'm so excited about Bears football now, bro.
I can't.
That's
wait
all
for
I
camp.
got. That's all I
wait for
got.
the
Caleb,
practice.
I just think I know everybody is being real reserved, and that's and you're old that, but what we've been doing the last couple decades or whatever. I think this kid is the real deal. I'm being serious right now. I think he's the real deal.
Facts. Hard Knocks episode 2 dropped this week. I'm excited for that. We going to. I don't know. Are they coming here? Or are we going to
They
Cincy?
coming to Chicago. Joint practices Thursday.
Joint practices. I can't wait for that. I can't. I'm real excited for that because I'm really want to know if this O-lineman really like that. So that's definitely what I want to see.
I got an
Hey,
idea.
Cornell, Connor Williams signed with Seattle too, by the way, brother. Go ahead.
I got a question for you guys. Because I don't think we've seen enough of Rome Odunze. Could we sit my man Allen next game?
Oh no,
and let
that's by
Odunze
design.
That's by design?
I guarantee you they don't want people to know how they're going to use Rome. That's not why we're seeing a lot of Rome.
Okay, because I want to see some more from Rome.
I'm
almost
willing to guarantee it. I'm almost willing to guarantee it that they're going to use Rome in some interesting ways, and they don't want to give any clues to anybody out there.
Oh yeah, you don't want to give nobody.
That's good logic right there. I feel that. That's good logic right there. Yeah. I feel that. I want to see more Rome though. I just
selfishly, absolutely. I want to see everybody. So let's be clear. But
that's good logic though.
Y'all think Sweat played this offseason? I mean, this preseason?
Why? No,
he just played. Didn't he play?
Sweat didn't play.
He didn't play.
Sweat didn't play.
Okay.
So I mean, like, do you think he keep him out all games?
Keep him out.
No, the last preseason game, I think we're gonna see a
preseason?
little bit of everybody. Yeah.
Give him a series. That's it. Then sit your ass back down. Go get your braids done again, bro. You good? We know they still fresh. Go get them done again.
Him and DeMar used to go
AI
to
was
the
on the
same lady.
sideline getting this shit done.
They got the barbershop in the
Yeah, we got the team barber.
Yeah,
that don't mean he know how to braid. It's a girl named
dude. They look like he know how to braid.
Him and DeMar used to go to a girl named Jasmine every Thursday. That's how you do it. They used to sit between their legs, get their hair done every time. That's how it go.
It sound like you know personally. Is that the same person you go to get your hair twisted?
No, her name Katie.
Oh, okay.
Her name's Katie.
Wait, hold on. Why you saying it like that, Steve?
That's my lactation name. Her name's Katie.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought you had some stories.
From Jamaica.
I thought you had some stories for us or something.
That's hilarious, man.
Just for the tell it with 239 people watching. Hell no.
Have some decorum, C-Dub. Have some decorum, my boy.
What Denzel say on that movie? He said, man, you were stuck with this woman in a police car for all that time, and that's all you talking about. You telling me right now, what movie was that?
Training Day?
When he was a Training Day, yeah.
Was that Training Day?
Yeah.
My boy C-Dub don't remember names at all. Like, it's gonna be one day we go on this
Denzel.
podcast. You're gonna be like, yeah, I'm podcasting with the short nigga and the dude with the red beard. Like, where them niggas at?
At least I already do that shit.
Hey, at least I say a completely different name, so at least he do that shit. I say a completely different name and shit.
That nigga C-Dub gonna be at the retirement home, still live calling games. They're gonna be like, would you shut up? He gonna be like, Wilbur, shut your ass up before I come over there and I kick your fucking bedpan over, buddy.
About bedpan. I am
What's it
young. I'm young, y'all. Look at this youth.
Where?
Look at this youth.
You what?
Youth.
Yeah, see, you can't even say it right. We can't trust you. The two youths. We love you guys, man. We had a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys have fun as well, man. Make sure you guys are following us at Shy Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and or voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-242-9336. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.